The US dollar reigns supreme in the global financial system. Its dominance is undeniable. But how did this happen? The story begins after World War II. The Bretton Woods Agreement of 1944 established a new global monetary order. The US dollar, backed by the world's largest gold reserves, was crowned the world's reserve currency. This system pegged other currencies to the dollar. It provided much-needed stability after the economic turmoil of the war. The dollar became the primary currency for international trade and investment. It was the linchpin of global finance. Over the decades, the dollar's dominance only solidified. The US economy surged, becoming the largest and most powerful in the world. The dollar's stability and liquidity made it the preferred choice for central banks, corporations, and investors. Even after the collapse of the Bretton Woods system in the 1970s, the dollar's preeminence remained unchallenged. It continued to dominate global trade and finance, cementing its status as the world's reserve currency. The United States reaps significant benefits from the dollar's privileged position. It enjoys what economists call seigniorage, the ability to print the world's reserve currency. This allows the US government to borrow money at lower interest rates. It also gives US companies an advantage in international trade. Furthermore, the dollar's dominance enhances US geopolitical influence. It gives Washington significant leverage in international affairs. The ability to impose sanctions or restrict access to the US financial system is a powerful tool. Despite criticisms, the benefits of dollar dominance are undeniable for the United States. It remains a cornerstone of American economic and geopolitical power. The 21st century is witnessing a shift in the global order. Emerging economies, particularly China, are rapidly gaining economic clout. This rise is challenging the US's long-held dominance. It is fueling calls for a more multipolar world, one where power is more evenly distributed. In this context, the dollar's dominance has come under increasing scrutiny. Critics argue that a system reliant on a single national currency is outdated. They believe it no longer reflects the realities of a multipolar world. They advocate for a more diversified global financial system. This desire for change is not limited to emerging economies. Even some within the US and Europe acknowledge the need for reform. They recognize the potential risks of a system overly reliant on the dollar. They see the benefits of a more balanced and resilient global financial architecture. Dethroning the dollar, however, is a daunting task. The greenback is deeply embedded in the global financial system. Untangling decades of entrenched practices and dependencies is a complex undertaking. It is fraught with technical, economic, and political challenges. One key hurdle is the dollar's role as the primary unit of account and settlement currency for international trade. Most commodities, from oil to gold, are priced in dollars. Shifting to alternative currencies would require a fundamental restructuring of global trade and financial markets. Moreover, the dollar serves as the primary reserve currency held by central banks worldwide. These vast holdings of dollar-denominated assets provide stability and liquidity. However, they also create a dependence on the US dollar. Reducing this dependence would require finding viable alternatives that inspire the same level of confidence. Section 5. China's Gambit, the rise of the yuan and its limitations. China, as the world's second-largest economy, is at the forefront of efforts to challenge the dollar's dominance. It has been actively promoting the internationalization of its currency, the renminbi, also known as the yuan. The goal is to establish the yuan as a viable alternative to the dollar. China has made some progress in this endeavor. The yuan is now included in the International Monetary Fund's basket of reserve currencies. It is also being used increasingly in bilateral trade and investment agreements between China and other countries. However, the yuan faces significant limitations. China's capital controls restrict the free flow of capital in and out of the country. This limits the yuan's convertibility and attractiveness as a global reserve currency. Additionally, concerns about the transparency and independence of China's financial system persist. Section 6. A divided house. China's two-pronged approach to currency dominance. China's strategy for promoting the yuan is multifaceted. It involves a two-pronged approach, promoting the yuan offshore and gradually opening up its domestic financial markets. The goal is to enhance the yuan's international appeal while maintaining control over its financial system. Offshore yuan centers, primarily located in Hong Kong and Singapore, have played a key role in facilitating the use of the yuan outside mainland China. These centers provide clearing and settlement services for yuan-denominated transactions, promoting its use in international trade and investment. Simultaneously, China has taken steps to open up its domestic financial markets. It has gradually eased restrictions on foreign investment in its stock and bond markets. This aims to attract foreign capital and increase the use of the yuan in cross-border transactions. Section 7. The need for transformation, reforming China's financial system. Despite these efforts, fundamental challenges remain. For the yuan to truly rival the dollar, China needs to undertake significant reforms to its financial system. These reforms must address concerns about transparency, regulation, and the rule of law. One key area for reform is enhancing the transparency of China's financial system. This includes providing greater clarity on its economic data, monetary policy decisions, and the regulation of its financial institutions. Increased transparency would foster confidence among international investors and encourage greater use of the yuan. Furthermore, China needs to strengthen its financial regulations and improve the rule of law. This involves establishing a more robust legal framework for financial transactions, protecting property rights, and ensuring a level playing field for all market participants. Section 8. Beyond the greenback and the yuan, the quest for viable alternatives. While China's rise has brought the question of dollar dominance to the forefront, the search for alternative reserve currencies extends beyond the yuan. Some experts argue for a multipolar currency system. This system would feature a basket of currencies, each representing a major economic bloc. The euro, as the currency of the eurozone, is often cited as a potential contender. However, the eurozone's structural issues, including its fragmented banking system and political divisions, have hampered its ability to challenge the dollar's dominance. Other potential alternatives include the Japanese yen and the British pound. However, both currencies face their own limitations. Japan's aging population and sluggish economic growth limit the yen's appeal. Meanwhile, Brexit has raised uncertainties about the pound's future role in global finance. Section 9. The geopolitical chessboard, currency as a weapon in great power rivalry. The quest for currency dominance is not merely an economic issue, it is deeply intertwined with geopolitics. The US dollar's dominance has long been a source of American power and influence. As China challenges the existing global order, currency competition has become a new arena for great power rivalry. The US has accused China of manipulating its currency to gain an unfair trade advantage. It has also expressed concerns about China's use of the yuan to expand its geopolitical influence. The weaponization of the dollar through sanctions has further fueled tensions between the two superpowers. This rivalry is playing out in various ways. Both countries are actively promoting their respective currencies in international trade and investment. They are also seeking to forge strategic partnerships with other countries to expand their spheres of influence. Section 10. The dollar's staying power, an uphill battle for contenders. Despite these challenges, the US dollar's dominance is unlikely to disappear anytime soon. The dollar benefits from deep liquidity, well-established financial markets, and the trust it has built over decades. These factors make it difficult for any single currency to dethrone the greenback in the near future. While China has made strides in promoting the yuan, significant hurdles remain. Reforming its financial system and addressing capital controls are crucial steps. However, these reforms will take time and require navigating complex political and economic considerations. The quest for a multipolar currency system also faces significant obstacles. Finding a basket of currencies that can match the dollar's liquidity and stability is a daunting task. In conclusion, while the US dollar's dominance is being challenged, it remains deeply entrenched in the global financial system. The quest for a post-dollar world is an uphill battle, one that will likely continue for decades to come.